Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I did this winter like sun-kissed makeup look. You can obviously do this any time of year, but this is just a makeup look you can do now. And yeah, if you want to see how to do it, keep watching. So I'm going to start with primer because in the winter my face just naturally gets drier because it's a colder weather climate situation going on. So I'm going to prime with the hydrating primer. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. I've already done like my skincare right before this, so I do have moisturizer and like eye cream and all that on, but I do like to add just another layer of moisturization. So I'm going to take about that much in the palm of my hand and my SL Miss Glam Madison Miller MO2 full foundation brush and just take some and blend it all over my face. And it smells really good. It smells like cucumbers. And then with whatever's left on my hand and my brush, I'm just gonna drag it down my neck because I do bring some makeup down here. And you can't forget about the neck when it comes to hydration and stuff and skincare. I'm going to go in with a light layer of foundation. I don't want to apply too much because I don't want to cake it on. And my skin isn't awful right now, so I don't feel like I need too much foundation. And with this one in particular, I feel like I don't need that much to begin with. So this is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. I've been using it a lot lately. And I'm going to take one pump on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take it with this e.l.f. sponge because sponges apply the product with a lighter layer than a brush would, so this will really just sheer it out and not cake it up. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face and drag it down my neck a little bit as well. And now I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm going to use the JOA Wand Makeup Concealer in the shade Fair. You can get this at CVS, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to my under eyes right there and over any blemishes that I want to cover. And yeah, and then just a little bit more to my chin, my cupid's bow, and my nose, as well as in between my brows right there. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my sponge again. And then while I'm blending out the concealer under my eyes, I'm also just going to bring it onto my lid as well. And that'll just get rid of any veins you have on your eyes and prep it for eyeshadow, which we're not going to use eyeshadow today. We're just going to use bronzer and highlight, but I have very veiny eyelids, so I like to get rid of it. So yeah, it's just a very light layer. It still looks like my skin, but mostly everything that I want to cover is covered. So yeah, now we're going to go into blush. We're going to go very heavy with the blush today to give that really sun-kissed, almost like sunburnt kind of vibe. So I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek in the shade Work. And I'm just going to apply this to the back of my hand. I don't like using like cream blushes with my fingers that much because I don't like to mess up the foundation underneath. So I'm literally just going to apply this all over my hand like this. And then we're going to go in with a brush and tap it onto the cheek area and over our nose as well. I have like a little itch right here. Okay. The brush I'm going to use is the e.l.f. 105 brush. It's the little like stippling brush that I always use with my cream blush. So I'm just tapping into my hand and then I'm going to bring this over the entire cheek area, pretty high up too, kind of by the concealer. And don't be afraid to go heavy-handed with this because blush always fades the fastest. And as we do our makeup, it's going to like fade out and kind of just settle in with our skin. So you can apply it a little bit heavier right now and it won't stay like this the entire time. It'll dull out. Because right now it looks like I'm either really burnt or really sick or have a fever. But that's the look that I love, so yeah. So now that it looks like I'm dying of sickness, we can go in with some powder. So I just want to make sure that there's no creases anywhere. And the powder I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent loose setting powder. I always use it. So I'm just going to tap a little bit out. And we're just gonna tap this all over the face, especially over the cheeks, and like under the eyes and stuff. Very loosely. We're not really gonna bake. I'm just gonna put it everywhere and tap it into the skin to make sure that it stays in place. This is a translucent powder, so it's not gonna add any color. It's just gonna keep everything where you want it. And I'm just making sure that I press it all in. So now you can see the blush has died down a lot and it looks a lot more subtle. And you can also go in with more blush. I might go in with a powder blush later, depending on if I want more, but we're also gonna apply bronzer next. So that will also add a little bit of warmth to our face. The bronzer that I'm going to use is the Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Bronzer in the shade Sunlit Glow. It has a nice sheen to it, so it will still create a nice shift on our face. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics 124 brush. It's like a round brush. And I'm not really going to contour with this. I'm just going to blend it all along the perimeters of my face. And this is a really buildable product, so you can go, like, it can feel a little bit more heavy-handed, but it's still going to apply really nicely and blend well. And I'm also going to bring this up on my forehead. And I'm also just going to lightly do it on my jawline as well and bring it down the neck. Then I'm going to take the same bronzer with my Morphe R40 brush. It's just a blending brush. And I'm going to add this to my crease just to create a little bit of definition so it's not totally blank. And then I'm going to keep the same bronzer and take the Morphe E62 little like angled brush and lightly contour my nose with this to give it some shape. And then I'm just gonna lightly tap over that with my sponge just so it's not as harsh. And now we can highlight. So I'm gonna take the Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. So it's from that same line as the bronzer. And it's just this like gold highlight. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna take the Morphe M431 pencil brush and add this to the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose like I always do. And I'm also going to add it to my inner corners. And I'm just going to blend out the nose a little bit with my finger. And then I'm going to take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH09 brush. It's just a highlighter brush. And I'm going to make a C like this. So I'm bringing it on my brow bone. And here, I don't want too much highlight, but just a little bit. And I'm just gonna take my sponge and tap over it so it blends in with the other face products. Sorry, I can't speak. Now we can do a little bit of liner. I'm gonna take the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade But First Espresso. It's just a brown pencil liner, and I'm going to add it to the outer corner, like super messy like that. And then I'm going to take this like pointed brush. It's a nail art brush, so there's no brand, but it's just a little pointed brush like this. And we're gonna drag the eyeliner out to make it into a wing. This nice smoky ring moment. You can go in with a little bit more powder if you want, to make sure it's really locked in place, but I feel pretty set, so I'm not going to do that. But now I'm gonna do my brows. So I'm gonna take the Makeup Revolution soap styler, like brow soap wax stuff, and I'm just gonna brush through my brows first. If I can find my spoolie. This is the Morphe R44 brush. So it's just a little spoolie in the angled side, and I'm gonna brush the hairs up first. And then I'm gonna spray the soap with some setting spray. This is the Patrick Ta Major Glow Dewy Milk Mist in She's Thirsty. We're also gonna use this to set our face later, but I'm just spraying this into the soap to activate it, and then I'm gonna like wipe the spoolie in it. And then once I have the soap on the brush, I'm just going to lightly brush the brow hairs up, but not pressing them down fully, because we're gonna let them dry down a little bit, and then you press them to the face and then brush through them again, and then that's how you get the soap brow look. So I'm just going to let those set down a little bit. I'm gonna line my lips in the meantime. I'm going to take the Patrick Ta Precision Lip Crayon in the shade She's Bold. It's like a brown nude color. And yeah, I'm just gonna line my lips with this. Lips are lined. We're gonna pause on those really quick and take the other end of the brush and just press the brows down. And then brush through them again so that they're not plastered to your face. So obviously the brows look crazy right now, but that's the way I like them to look. I like them to look super fluffy. So now we can move on with the lips. This is a new lipstick I have, a new shade. I love Maybelline lipsticks. These are the Color Sensational ones. This one is in the shade Truffle Tease. I heard this was a pretty shade, so I wanted to try it. It's super creamy like all the other Maybelline lipsticks. Yeah, I feel like it looks a little like a bit too cool toned for me. I might add, you know what, I think I'm gonna add the Milk Makeup lip and cheek thing, because you can use it on your lips and it'll just make it look a little bit more pink. Yeah, I think that looks better. So yeah, those are the lips. I think I'm gonna add maybe a little bit more blush, some powder blush. I'm gonna take the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Dolly and my angled crown brush and just lightly tap into this because this is really pigmented. And just put that a little bit over the cheeks to complete the sun-kissed vibe we have going on. A little bit over the nose. Yeah, maybe that was a little bit too much. Just go over it with a random powder brush. Yeah, now we can set the face. I'm gonna take that Patrick Ta one again to lock it all in. I look a little bit crazy right now. But yeah, now we can go do mascara. I wanted to wait so that the mascara didn't transfer. I'm gonna curl my lashes and then apply, I can't speak, the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara to my top and bottom lashes. And that is the completed look all done. I'm gonna take these clips out. This is my winter sun-kissed makeup look vibe, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it and find it helpful. I know I've been doing a lot of wearable looks lately, but that's what people are asking for. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!